This is the Morning Swim Show for Tuesday, April 17th, 2012. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Phoenix Monitor today, we'll talk to a pair of seniors on the Clemson University swim team. Sadly, the program was just cut, and joining us right now in the Phoenix Monitor, Bruck and Chris Dart. They're in Clemson, South Carolina. Hey guys, welcome to the Morning Swim Show. How you doing?
Pretty good, thanks. Doing good.
Hey guys, we're so sorry about the loss of the program. So this was the last NCAAs, this was the last season. Tell us what you guys did as a team, realizing that it was the end, to kind of say goodbye.
Well, since it wasn't an immediate cut, we've had the last 2 years to kind of cope with it. So I wouldn't say it was easy, but it was definitely less painful this year. After the success that we had last year, I guess this year we just wanted to build on it. And I think that's what we did. Eric improved his finish at NCAAs, and it would have been nice if we had a relay there. But I think we did pretty well with the number of guys that we had.
Did you guys have like a ceremony or anything going away?
No, not really. No.
So what was the last time everybody kind of got together? Was it after conference, or did you guys do anything when you got back from NCAAs?
I think it was the end of conference. The last time we were all together as a team, I think, was the last session of ACCs when we were all kind of doing our end of the meet cheer, and the entire swimming pool started chanting Clemson Tigers. So it was pretty special. It was a pretty special moment where it was the last time we were all together.
Eric, you were a finalist in the 50 free this year. It was a very exciting final race to be a part of. And what did that mean to you to put a bright cap on the end of what had been kind of a depressing last couple of years?
It was just nice to be there at the meet and be competitive on a national level. It was really exciting. And
Chris, you went to Olympic trials for Great Britain, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
And how'd you do there?
I got 9th in the 100 back and 17th in the 200 back. I missed top 8 in the 100 back by .07, and I missed top 16 in the 200 back by, I think it was .09 or .03 or something like that. So, I mean, it was quite an experience to be there, be in the pool that the Olympics are going to be in. I just wish I would have made it.
Am I crazy, or I don't detect an accent?
Yeah, it's hidden way back in there. My parents have an accent. Everyone thinks my dad sounds like the Geico gecko.
Well, you both were seniors, so you were able to finish out your career at Clemson. Not all the other guys on the team are going to be so lucky. Tell us what's happening right now. I mean, the guys transferring immediately. What's happening with the other guys?
I'm actually a junior, so I've got one more year.
I'm sorry, Eric.
No problem. But as far as my plans go, I'm planning on still seeing out to swim another year. So not really sure where I want to do that yet.
You haven't even started looking around yet?
I'm talking to several different coaches right now. I'm not sure exactly what my options are yet.
I was going to say a 19 low 50 freestyler shouldn't have too much trouble finding a home.
I hope not.
Well, I know it's not the hassle that you want to go through, especially after your junior year. And I imagine some of the other guys are in the same boat right now, trying to figure out where they're going to swim next.
I think for the most part, our team's done. I mean, I think the only person that's going to continue swimming past this year is Eric. We were fortunate enough that we had a big senior class this year, so even with the cut, this would have been their last year for the majority of the team anyway. As far as the remaining juniors, I think we have 2 juniors and we have 3 sophomores and 1 freshman, and they're all pretty content with ending their swimming careers how it did.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So, tell me what happened. I mean, I know they cut it for financial reasons, but did they give you guys a chance to save the program and you couldn't come up with the money, or did you feel like, you did your part and they didn't live up to their end of the bargain? Kind of run us through what happened.
Oh, you go.
Okay. Well, they gathered us all up in a room at the end of my sophomore season, so Eric's freshman season, and they kind of danced around it for about 20 minutes until I finally stood up and said, "So you're cutting us?" And he said, "Well, yeah, we're cutting you." The reason for the cut at that initial meeting was explained to us that we couldn't compete on a national level, and they didn't want to invest a 50-meter pool and all this money in a program that they didn't see able to compete on a national level. So, we took that as motivation, and the next year, we finished top 25 in the country in all three polls. Eric was a finalist, so I'm pretty sure we competed on the national level. And then we went back to them and said, look what we've done. We're just a program growing. You got to give some time. And then they kind of went away from the reason that they initially told us the cut was for, and then they just kind of ignored it. We had a group of parents that tried to raise the money and an alumni, and I'm pretty sure we raised a good amount of money that the school actually rejected.
So they were not being straight shooters from the get-go on this?
Not at all. Honestly, I still don't know why we're cut.
That's so pathetic that they ask you kids to come to the school, to invest your own time and energy and sacrifice so much, and at the end of the day can't even be honest with you guys when they have a tough decision to make? Absolutely, and I would say that Eric's probably one of the best individual athletes at the school right now in terms of in their respected sports where they would finish, and I just think it's sad that they don't realize that. Yeah, well, it's sad too. I mean, they're supposed to be your role models at that time in your life, how adult behavior is supposed to work, and it sounds like they illustrated anything but. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, guys, don't do it the way that they did it to you guys when you guys are all grown up and making your own tough decisions in the workplace. That would be my advice. Thank you very much. Well, guys, I'm sorry about the program being cut. It seems like you did have some good momentum going. And Eric, congrats again on the great swims this year. Well, congrats to both of you. And best of luck going forward. Thank you very much. All right, that's Chris Dart and Eric Bruck joining us in the Phoenix Monitor today from Clemson. And that's it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.